Thank you. My name is Rhonda McCarthy, and I'm the chair of the Mission and Outreach Committee that is newly reformed since the pandemic. So thank you so much for coming today and learning about the first of 3 series for our Mission and Outreach partners, our local partners. So I just wanted to say just a couple sentences about the Mission and Outreach Committee. We have a few of the members here today. So we're 9 lay members. We're composed of 9 lay members, and the members that we have present today are Liz and Lou Aaron. The members that we have are Liz and Lou Aaron, Cindy White, Sean McCarthy, Daniel Adams, Grace Brown Gillenwater, Jeffrey Vitaris, and Jason McGregor, if I didn't forget anybody. I thought I said Daniel Adams. Yeah, sorry. Our mission is to reach the local and greater community with the emphasis on vulnerable children and those with food and housing insecurities. And our guiding verse is Acts 1:8. So without further ado, though, I'd like to pass it on to Liz, who can introduce our guest and give us a little bit more information about how we're starting out with Caritas. And then next week we will also go on with the Cove, and then end with Mission Waco. And our other local partner is Cedar Ridge Elementary. Thank you.
First, thank you for being here. This is the first of 3, as she said, and I think it's so important for us to know. We pray for these people every Sunday, but Lou and I are relatively new to St. Albans, and we didn't know a lot about our partners. So this is wonderful for us, too. So I would like, without further ado, to introduce to you Colleen Heaton, who is the Development Director for Caritas. And I don't know her very well, so I can't speak volumes about her, but I know that she's doing good works. And so let's let her tell us what she's done and what she's doing. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Colleen Heaton, and I am the Development Director at Caritas. And if you don't know what that means, I'm the one who gets people to donate. But I'm not here to talk to you specifically about donating this morning. I want to tell you more about Caritas and let you know what we are doing and how you can be involved. We've been serving the local community for 55 years, and we always want our volunteers, our donors, our supporters, we always want to say thank you and let them know we could not do what we do without you. We have a staff of less than 40 people to do what we do behind the walls every day. And so we definitely are volunteer driven and donor supported. And those who deserve our thanks include St. Albans, and I'm honored to be here today. I thank you very much for having me. We provide urgent support to people in need in our community through emergency services and case management programs. As you can see on the slide, the poverty rate in Waco is 26%, and in McLennan County it's 18%. Those numbers are above the state average of 13.3% and the national average of 12.8%. So when people come in and they see Waco and they see Magnolia, they are looking at poverty with a view. When you see downtown Waco, you see beautiful pictures, but it's simply poverty with a view. And we invite you to come and work alongside us to change that. While income levels may be improving, they are not keeping up with all of the other numbers that are going up. The rising cost of housing, utilities, transportation, and healthcare, plus inflation, families simply can't keep up with all of that. Over 11 million pounds of food is processed through our warehouse at 15th and Mary each year, and that's a lot of food. 11 million pounds of food comes through our small warehouse and our pantry. But we also know I'm sorry, I'm not used to the clicker, so give me a little bit of grace on that, if you would, please. We know that it takes more than food to fix the problem of hunger in our community. It takes more than food to fight hunger, and that's why we look at the problem from a holistic vantage point. We don't just offer food. We want to meet that immediate need, because you can't think about the future while you're hungry, while your children are hungry. So we do want to meet that immediate need, but we also offer a variety of emergency services and case management programs to help people become stable long term. Our case management programs assist families, veterans, and individuals by providing resources to overcome the barriers that they're facing. Our services include, but are not limited to, assistance with rent, mortgage, utilities, transportation, childcare, and housing when those funds are available. In addition, clients have access to life skills education and training classes such as financial literacy, nutrition education, and technology education. Funds are often available to assist clients in attending our local technical school, TSTC, and our local community college, MCC. We are able to assist with paying for programs such as CNA, CMA, and HVAC. We also help with barber school and cosmetology. In the past year, we have helped a single father of 5 become independent. He came to Caritas to feed his 5 children, and through Caritas, he was able to complete barber school, and now he works as one of the top barbers in our community at one of the top barber shops in the community, and he no longer needs our services. Last Christmas, he came to us for gifts for his children. This year, he and his children shopped for children in need and gave back. That's one of the success stories that come through Caritas. We want to meet the immediate need, but then plan for the future. What does any of that mean to any of you? Why does it matter if someone you may or may not know is facing poverty? Why does it matter if they have access to a job that will help them maintain a stable income? Well, it matters because without stable income or sufficient savings, families get derailed by unexpected expenses and develop credit issues, and they fall prey to predatory lenders, and then they get further and further behind. And if you've ever been in a position where you're behind on a bill, it is emotionally degrading, but then when your children are in need also, it begins to cause mental health problems, and those things pile up as well. Not for everyone, but for some. Why does it matter if someone is facing the tough decision to feed their kids or to pay their electric bill? Because before families can think about the future, those immediate basic needs must be met. Imagine having hungry children at home and being lectured because you need to get your education so you can get a better job, so you can make more money, so you can feed your children. Those are empty words when the immediate needs are not tended to. On a personal level, in December of 2020, I read a Facebook post that changed my life. We all know how Facebook works, and we think we know people, we're Facebook friends, and we never actually meet face-to-face. We don't speak face-to-face. We may not even exchange emails, texts, any kind of messages, but we think we know people because we see what they post on Facebook. And I had a Facebook friend, and I had watched her via Facebook raise her children. I saw that her husband died tragically and suddenly in their home. I saw that she was devastated. Her children graduated from high school and they went to college and they got married, and life was looking up for this Facebook friend of mine, and she met a wonderful man and they fell in love, and just as they were beginning their lives together, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Again, I watched this unfold on Facebook. But this particular post was something that I didn't know about her. Right as she was ending her cancer treatments and the doctors were telling her that she was all clear, her husband found out he was in kidney failure. He had never in his life been told that he had issues with his kidneys, and suddenly he was being told, you need a kidney transplant to survive. So he went on dialysis while they looked for a donor. They could not find one. They exhausted all avenues within their family. And so they decided to take it to social media. And I read this post, and something stirred within me. And my husband was laying next to me in bed, and he was on his phone. And I looked over at him, and without any explanation, I said, what would you say if I said I wanted to donate a kidney? And he knows me, and he knows when I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And so he didn't look up from his phone. He said, I guess you're going to walk around with one kidney for the rest of your life. And there really wasn't discussion. I saw that there was a need, and I could meet that need. I have 2 kidneys. I could make it with one. So the next morning I contacted the transplant center and started the process. And he was on dialysis. He didn't need someone to take him out to dinner. He didn't need someone to sit with him and talk about his problems. He needed a kidney. And when people come into Caritas, they have immediate needs. We can fulfill that immediacy by giving them food. His immediate needs were met by being on dialysis. But long-term, that was not what he needed. Long-term, he needed another kidney, and I could provide that. 5 months later, we walked out of the transplant center in San Antonio, completely changed. And it was an amazing thing to know that I could meet that need. I could do that. But I don't see myself as a hero. If I have a coat in my closet and I know someone's cold, that coat is theirs. That is loving our neighbor. That is humanity meeting humanity. So I don't ask for any accolades. I just use that as a correlation between different kinds of needs and the ways we can meet them differently. I'm not here to ask you to donate a kidney or any other organ, but I do encourage you to be on the not on the transplant list, no, on the organ donor list. I do encourage you to do that because it is highly beneficial and it changes lives. But what can you do immediately? You don't have to give your kidney. With $50, Caritas can feed a family of 4 for an entire month. Imagine sitting down with your family at night to eat dinner and knowing that another family is able to do the same thing and have that same family time together and a nutritious meal. Because in my case, it's I give up my Dr. Pepper habit and I've got $50 a month suddenly. So there are ways to meet that need and then myself to get healthier as well. But with just $50, we can do that. Monday through Friday, our pantry at Caritas is filled with family after family who comes through, and they need what someone needs to put in this basket. So someone donates the food. We need someone else to come and put it in the basket and carry it out for these families. We need someone to come in with a smiling face and encourage a downtrodden parent, help them get the groceries in their vehicle, and then do the same for the next person in line and the next person in line. These carts go in and out all day long. We need you. We need your time. We don't want your kidney. We want your time. We want you to come and volunteer with us a couple hours in the morning or afternoon. And I guarantee it will change lives. It will change your life. We have 2 thrift stores, Hidden Treasures. The one in Belmead currently is not open, but the one on Bosque is. Sometimes when a large amount of donations come in, the staff that we have in the store is not able to sort those and stock them. So we need people to come in one day a week, one day a month, a couple hours, come in and help sort those. Maybe you can't do that, but you probably have clothes you no longer wear. You probably have household items you can donate. Your children or grandchildren have probably outgrown clothes that someone else needs. There is always something that we can give. And you don't have to know the difference that you're making. You don't have to know this little girl is wearing the clothes that my daughter wore. You don't have to know who's getting of your time. There's a little bit more to the donation story than what I told you. I found out early on in the process that this gentleman and I were not a match. But I was able to go through and donate because someone else needed my kidney. And he was able to receive a kidney through the exchange program because I gave. To this day, I don't know who's walking around with my kidney, but it doesn't matter. Someone has a new lease at life. On that morning, 4 people went into the operating room and donated. 4 others came out with another chance at life. That is what you have to give to people in our community, a new chance at life. This man didn't know if he would live to play with his granddaughter or see his second granddaughter born. And now I get pictures all the time of him playing with not 1, not 2, but 3 granddaughters. And he's getting to be a grandfather. For me, it was a small sacrifice, a couple months of my life. I encourage you to give what you can, how you can, and join Caritas in our fight against poverty, hunger, and food insecurity. Let's move Waco beyond hunger to hope. On the screen, there's a QR code. It will link you to our website where we have a form, and you can get more information from there. You can find out about donating there, but you can fill out a volunteer form. And the QR code is very easy to use. If you need any assistance, I'm glad to help you with that. Thank you on behalf of all those we have served in the last 55 years, those we are currently serving, and those we will serve in the future. Chances are someone in this room needs our services, and chances are greater that everyone in this room knows someone who may need our services. So I thank you.
Colleen, do you mind staying up here and answering any questions?
What hours are available for volunteering? So weekends or early mornings, late in the evenings after work or something like that?
At the moment, our hours of volunteering, we only have pantry available, but we will open up our warehouse in the stores soon, and that will be on our website and social media. But right now, we need people from 8:30 until noon, and then from 1 to 3 o'clock in our pantry.
Hi, thank you so much. That was just a wonderful examples of stories of how we can give and how we can share the extra from our closet, if not an organ. Is there a sign up that you do? I mean, I know you said we can get the QR code and find out exactly how to sign up, but is there a way that our mission and outreach committee can help facilitate our parishioners in signing up, or do you have individual sign up sheet or sign up genius?
The QR code will take you directly to the volunteer sign-up sheet. I can provide you with a volunteer sign-up sheet where you can list everyone who wants to come. You can get on a regular rotation, like you come the first Monday of every month in the morning or the afternoon or something like that. We have several different options of getting you involved.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wondered if it was helpful, I talked to Rhonda before, she said that you do not need like pantry items like canned goods and cereal and rice and beans. Is that still the case? Because, it would be something maybe our parish or other parishes could collect food on Sundays, just to have a basket for people to drop?
Yes, we always need non-perishables. We always need that. One of the things that we do, besides the families that come through, we serve what we term walk-up clients. That's giving dignity to those who are not homed. We don't want to call them homeless. We call them walk-up clients, and they need different items that, with cans with Pop Tops, things like that. And so those are always needed, and we have the bags already ready when they come in. We can just hand to them. So there are items that could go in there, granola bars, things like that, we're always in need of that.
What's the age range for volunteering? So how, like, if a family wanted to volunteer, what are the ages that people need to ask?
Children 10 to 15 have to have a chaperone. Over 15, they're able to come in without one.
What financial support do you get from the city or the state or the government?
We have multiple grants that we operate from. We don't get necessarily anything directly from the city or the state. It's the grants that we apply for and win. We do get a veterans grant that helps with the veterans program. We have to apply for that and go through the process. I think it's a 2 or 3 year grant, and we have to re-up for that each time.
Do people have to bring anything with them to get food from the pantry?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Do people have to bring anything with them to get food from the pantry?
No.
Okay, and do they, if they don't have a car, are they able to get their food home a different way?
That's something that we are working on. We do have a bus stop right there on our property, and so there are also what we call proxies who can come and pick the food up on their behalf and drive it to their house.
Other than the immediate need, which are the background services do you see your clients needing the most? So of that kind of list, which pop up to the top?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the beginning of your question.
Oh, other than meeting immediate needs, so other than the pantry itself, what are those wraparound services do you see your clients kind of most often needing?
The free classes that we offer financial literacy training, and there are a certain number of our clients that are required to take that. It's a 4-week course, and they come through and do that. We also offer free forklift certification classes, and that's been very helpful in the community. And you don't have to be a regular client or have ever been to Caritas before. You can still sign up for the forklift classes and come in. So I think those are really the most needed, because that's advancing people where they can get a job and they can learn skills and begin to support themselves.
So for people who are a little less mobile, let's just say, are there positions that can be fulfilled at pantry?
Yes, definitely. I have been in your position before. In fact, my children call me Falling because I'm a little bit clumsy. But yes, we could set someone up in the pantry, and they could just sit there and they can fill sacks. We get food in bulk, we get produce in bulk, and it has to be rebagged. And so we can find a way to work around those circumstances.
Where do you take goods and clothes for donation?
All clothes and household wares and things such as that would go to our warehouse at the store on Bosque, in the back of Hidden Treasures. Any food items would come to our warehouse located at 15th and Mary.
Thank you. I heard that you said the hours for volunteering were in the morning from like 8 to 12-ish, and then again at 1 to 3. Is that Monday through Friday? Are there any evening or weekend for those of us who may work Monday through Friday?
Right now, that's what we have. We're working on reopening our warehouse. They're finishing up with inventory from last year and all of that, so they don't have the space for volunteers at the moment, but we are working on opening that back up, and it would be evenings and weekends.